Okay, so let's go to a fundamental question on which it seems we may disagree. Early this year, you wrote a column headed, "You can't optimize your way to being a good person." Kasia and I are both utilitarians, and utilitarians hold that in any situation, the right act is the one that will have the best consequences. In other words, the right act is the one that is optimific, which would seem to imply that you can optimize your way to being a good person, and perhaps even that optimizing is the only way to be a good person. What's wrong with that?
So I am not a utilitarian, as you can probably tell. That doesn't mean I see no value in utilitarian ideas, but I think personally that we have to be careful of a certain epistemic overreach of ideas like optimization. I guess, first of all, I would back up and say I'm very influenced by philosophers like Susan Wolf, who had this idea of the moral saint. She famously argues in this paper, Moral Saints, that one actually should not strive to be a moral saint. That is, a person who, in every instance, is trying to do the morally best thing possible. Because she says that typically when we think about the good life, we think about moral virtues, right? Like helping others. But the good life is more than that. There are also non-moral virtues, things like creativity, making art, musical talent, whatever it might be. And we maybe want to develop those also. And it would be a little barren for a life to be single-mindedly focused on just like raising the most money possible for Oxfam, say, and not working at all on developing your abilities at your musical instrument of choice or like having a great sense of humor or what have you. I'm not sure how much I would enjoy hanging around such a person. I think Susan Wolf says in the essay, if there is any moral saint out there, like, I'm glad I don't know them, right?